Okay, so 20 minutes Pilates, moving into a yoga stretch to finish off, and then we'll see if we've got time for a little bit of relaxation as well. So let's just roll the shoulders back and down, chin just level to the floor. Going to wake up the upper postural muscles just by drawing the shoulder blades towards one another. And it's quite subtle. You'll just feel a little bit of a lift through the breastbone, feel the shoulders draw back. Just taking now a slow, deep inhale and exhale. So in yoga, we tend to breathe through the nose, so using our natural filtration system in the nose. In Pilates, we tend to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. The reason it's out through the mouth is because you can make that exhale nice and strong, and that helps to pull the navel into the spine, which helps to awaken the deep core muscles, including the pelvic floor. So that's what we're going to focus on today. And as you're practicing at home, you can do some seriously heavy breathing and not feel self-conscious. So let's now take a nice deep inhale. We're going to float the arms up, turning the palms away, releasing down from there. And then again, inhale, lift, exhale. One more time, breathing in. And exhale, down. Okay, into a side bend. So just floating one arm up. Again, do feel free to change the position of your legs if you become uncomfortable. And back to centre. So in the UK here at the moment it's very cold and wet, so I know some of my followers challenges with arthritis, etc. So you might find kneeling a bit uncomfortable or cross legs. So just change up if it's too much. This weather does affect it for sure. Okay, and then just bringing hands onto the knees or thighs. We'll just go into a little extension and flexion for the spine. So just raising the heart now. Lifting the chin and then curling the spine. So just tucking the pelvis under, chin to chest, and then again pressing the heart forwards, lifting the chin, and then again just tucking the pelvis under, rolling back. Let's do two more. Breathe in, exhale. Good. On that exhale, practice that nice strong breath out, breathing in through the nose, exhale. Good job. Okay, and then just coming back to the centre. Let's come on to hands and knees now, into box position. Hands just under the shoulders, just spreading out the fingers, just taking the knees apart a little. I'm going to roll on up through the spine, so rounding up from there, draw the chin in towards the chest. And then we simply release down, just let the lower back drop just a little bit. And then again, curling back up, come up onto the fingertips now, gang. So again, chin in towards the chest. And then just releasing down, just coming into a neutral position. Good. Bring the hands now flat to the floor, or you could fold the hands up just so the wrist is more neutral. So if you, in other words, if you're prone to sore wrists, fold the hands. Tucking the toes under now. I want you to just tuck that tailbone in just a couple of millimetres. So you just feel a flattening through the lumbar spine. And then as you breathe out, we're bringing the knees off the floor. Let's hold it there. Good. All right. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Bringing the hips back to the heels. Now I've got thighs together, stretching the arms forwards, just letting the head relax down. Okay, and then just coming back up into that knee hover again, you'll be pleased to know. So again, just tucking the toes under, the legs are at right angles. Let's go. So again, just come on up, back of the neck nice and long. Hold it there. This time, see if you can round the spine just that little bit more, just a touch. And again, releasing all the way down. Good job. So again, just dropping the hips back, stretching out with the arms, creeping the hands forwards as you spread the fingers, and then just pressing the hands down into the mat. Head relaxed down. Okay, moving now into plank position and then downward dog. So again, just aligning the shoulders over the wrist. Just tuck the toes under now, and we're lifting the knees off the floor. If that feels too much, please just bring knees down. As long as you're keeping those shoulders over the wrist, you're going to feel some work. So no problem at all. It's not always a plank day. I might get that on a t-shirt. Okay, now push the heels away real strongly if the knees are lifted. So those quadriceps really engage. And again, just tuck that tailbone in just a couple of millimetres. See how that switches on the lower core. And releasing down. Good. Moving back now into downward facing dog. So again, just spreading out the fingers. Lifting the hips up and back. Let the head just relax down from there. Okay, great. All right. Now we're going to just counter that plank position with a spine extension just to stretch into the diaphragm and rectus abdominis. It's really important to do that because when you do a lot of core work, it's great to do that, but the muscles do need to stretch out as well so they can replenish and recover. Otherwise, and also having tight abdominal muscles can really affect your posture in a negative way. So let's again just come on down. Again, we haven't done it yet, have we? Been teaching a lot this week. It's all becoming one long class. Okay, so just bring in the arms. It's not a bad thing. Arms to 2 right angles, separating the feet. We're going into a movement called swan dive. So for this, we take a breath in, and then on the exhale, so it'll feel a little counter to yoga, but just bear with me. We're going to breathe out, press into the hands, and you just lift to where the floating ribs stop, which is about here, okay? We're keeping that tummy on the mat and the pelvis definitely stays down. And then we release down, we take an inhale. Let's go again. Exhale, press up. And then breathe in again to come down. Exhale again to lift. And then we breathe in to come down. Let's do one more. We're exhaling up. And then breathing in again to come down. Good job. Okay, waking up the lower back now. We're just letting the head rest down onto the hands. I'm going to keep my face forwards because of the mic, but it'll be much more comfortable for you to just bring the forehead down onto the hands. Okay, breath in now. On the exhale, just lift and reach one leg away. Now make sure you keep both sides of the pelvis on the mat. Do not twist the pelvis, please. That's no good for you. And then releasing down, especially if you've got lower back issues. And then other leg comes up, lift and reach. And again, slowly down. Exhale, lift and reach. And again, slowly down from there. Exhale, lift and reach. Breathing down. Okay, now from here, we're going to press into those hands and just let the head and chest lift from the floor a little as the leg comes up. And then again, we're breathing into lower. Exhale again, lift and reach. Breathing in down. Exhale again, lift and reach. Inhale to lower. Exhale again, lift and reach. Breathing down. Just 2 more. Again, this is a really great one to help your posture because it really helps to work the whole posterior chain of the body, helping you stand up nice and tall. 1 more. And releasing down. Hands either side of the chest now. Pushing up again onto hands and knees. Okay, and then with the spine neutral, so that really just means you're not dropping in the lower back excessively and we're not rounding through the spine. So neutral, and then we're just exhaling, reaching away opposite arm to leg. I think my foot's in the plant, isn't it? I did not think this through. Breathing in, come on down, and then exhale other side. It's mandatory to have plants if you're either a yoga or Pilates teacher. You have to have them. Reaching away. Now push into that heel so the toes point down. Want those hips nice and level. And then again, slowly down from there. Exhale again, reach away. Breathing in down. Exhale again, reach. Slowly down. We've got 1 more from there. Exhale. And again, slowly down. Nice work. Okay, let's come to a seated position now. I'm going to come into a little move called the spine twist. I don't find this one particularly enjoyable, to be honest, because I find it really hard. But that's why you should do it. When things are... We can do hard things, as Brené Brown says. All right. So let's just align the heels underneath the knees. You may well benefit from having a cushion or block under the hips. That just takes a little strain off the lower back, I find. And then we're bringing the arms to 2 right angles, okay? Now drop the shoulders down, chin is level to the floor. We're taking an inhale. And on the exhale, just going to take a rotation to one side. So the chin is just in line with the chest. We breathe in, bring it back to center. And then we exhale, turn. So I find it challenging in that I want to twist really far, go into a stretch, but we actually just need to keep that movement quite small. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Because then we hit different muscle groups than if we went into a big stretch with it. So we're really hitting into those oblique muscles now, internal and external. And then the rectus abdominis muscle is just supporting that movement too. So the core is getting a nice therapeutic workout here. Keep those, excuse me, keep those shoulders down. Let's do one more either side. So now I want you to really focus on pulling that navel into spine and pelvic floor lifting up. Last time, exhale. Good. Inhale, center, and releasing down from there. Awesome. Let's take a forward fold. So just pressing into the heels and just let the hands come forwards from there. It's okay to round the spine. So just rounding it a little bit from there, head relaxes down. Good. And just breathe. Just breathe. It's okay to round the spine every so often. You wouldn't want to be doing it all the time. You shouldn't do anything all the time, except breathing. Okay, come on up. Let's come down onto our backs now. Classic. We're going to go into the classic abdominal curl. So come on down, feet flat to the floor, hands just either side of the head, and we're dropping the elbows down towards the mat. Okay, so for that lovely opening across the rib cage now, you can take a nice deep breath in. And then on the exhale, we're just going to lift the head and shoulder blades off the floor. That's all you need to do. Don't need to come higher than that. And the gaze is just towards the tops of the knees there, okay? And then we inhale to come down. Stop before you completely relax, okay? Keep the tension on. Exhale, curl up. Breathing in to come down. Let's add a leg lift. Let's go for it. Exhale, one leg floats up. My lower back is pressing down. That's the most important bit. And then inhale, because that's where we get that deep core contraction. Other leg up. Slowly down. Now just check in with your arms that you're not pulling too hard on the neck or anything like that. So again, just nice and slow. Breathing in down. The hands are just there to support the neck. We really want the abs to be lifting the head and shoulders. Okay, just two more. Just two more from now, because we started with the other leg. That's it. Breathing in. One more. Exhale. And slowly down. Great. Let's just give ourselves a hug. So just drawing the knees in towards you. I heard the other day how many hugs you need in a day, and it was quite a lot, probably way more than any of us get. So I think you should just start hugging yourself. We'll start here. Okay, so let's from here just bring the legs to what we call tabletop position. So the knees are just over the hips now. We're going to flex the feet, shins are just level to the floor. See how that feels on your back. If you're really quite lordotic, so if you've got quite a pronounced curve in your lower back naturally, you may find you just need to bring those knees in a little bit, and that's fine. So please do adapt. Do not persist if there is pain in your lower back, please, because that will end in trouble. Okay, so you just adapt as you need to. Arms down by your side. We're simply reaching one leg away now, pressing into the heel, switched on nicely here, and then bringing it back. Stay really mindful of that lower back. So lower back pressing down, and again, come on back. Option to add in the arm now. So as you reach one leg away, opposite arm goes back. But we want to keep that connection from those ribs to the hips. So think about closing that area as opposed to stretching out like we might do in yoga. So a little different, okay? And Pilates is really helpful to support your yoga practice. So when you do go into those big stretches, you've got the deep support from your core. Breathing out, breathing in. Okay, last one, maybe ever. Okay, and then again, just bringing the knees in towards you. Good job. All right, I'm going to come over onto our side now, gang. Yeah, we'll go into a side lying position. So just letting the head relax down onto the hand, or maybe bring the head all the way down. See what works best for you. And then we're lying directly on the side. So if you're on a hard floor, you might like to just grab a towel and put a bit of padding underneath the hip if you find this a little uncomfortable. Hovering the legs off the floor now. This is where you might think, oh, I need a bit of extra padding, so go grab it. Okay, so just a little hover. Now this is a real helpful way, I find, to build up those core muscles without putting pressure on your back, because the position is neutral. So if you're recovering from a back injury, this is one I often give to clients, because of the no pressure on the lower back. All right, so from here now we're just bringing that top arm onto the thigh, and we're simply taking that top leg up, so just nice and easy. And then we breathe in, bring it back together. Exhale again to lift. And then again, just come on back. Exhale again to lift. And we breathe in back. Breathing out. Nice. And then slowly back. And again, exhale up. Breathe in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Good. Let's do 3 more. Exhale. Let's see if we can keep that lower leg just hovering off the mat. Breathing out. Breathing in. Last one. Okay, and then just resting down. So just bending the knees forwards now, and just bringing that top foot up towards the bottom. The knees just drawing back as the hips press forwards from there. Awesome. Okay, and then releasing down. We're going to bring ourselves up to sitting now. We'll come into the saw. So taking the legs out to either side, we're pressing into the heels. Floating the arms up, we inhale, we're taking an exhale, rotate and reach forwards from there. Inhale, lift, exhale, reach. Breathe in up, exhale, reach. Breathe in, breathe out. Now make sure those pelvic bones, your sitting bones, remain on the floor. If you have one side lifting as you stretch over, you're going just that little bit too far, okay? And that's going to put pressure on the sacroiliac joints at the back of your pelvis. So you really want the twist, the rotation to come from the torso. Breathe in, exhale, rotate. Inhale. Last one. And come on up. Good. Okay, swing the legs around to the other side now. Make sure you switch sides. And then again, just letting the head relax down onto the hand or maybe the arm. And then we're simply hovering the legs off the floor. It's really normal to find it easier to balance one side than the other. It's super normal, so don't worry about that. Okay, so just taking a moment to steady yourself, and that top arm's just coming up onto the thigh there. Taking an inhale, and on the exhale now just floating that top leg up. Breathing in down. My plant's got bigger since I last taught in this space. And then again coming back to centre. Exhale again, floating up. Breathing in down. So that lower leg is static. So that psoas muscle on this side is stabilising the leg, holding the femur bone in place. And then we've got an eccentric, concentric contraction on this side. So muscle lengthening and shortening to create that movement. Just a random bit of anatomy. Breathing out. Inhale. Love random bits of everything. Let's do 2 more. Okay, one more time. And releasing down. Good. Relax the legs down now. Just bring the knees forwards. Just bringing the top foot up towards the bottom there. Knee draws back as the hips just simply press forwards. Good. Hold it there. All right. One more breath. And then releasing down. We'll just come onto our back now and move into shoulder bridge. So this will be a little different from what you may have done in yoga. It's not Setu Bandhasana. We're simply going to roll through the spine. It's basically spinal articulation. So we've got the ankles directly underneath the knees, arms down by your side. Okay. We're tilting the pelvis, so the lower back is going to press down into the floor. We press the knees together a little bit. They're not touching, but they're moving towards one another. And we simply roll up from there. Take an inhale, and then exhale to roll all the way back down. And then again, scoop with the pelvis. Come on up, breathe out. And then again, rolling down. So just curling down through the spine. And then again, slowly lift. Come on up. And then again, just rolling back down. So it's just nice, gentle, nice one just to finish off the strength work. So coming up, this time we're going to hold it here and just let the arms reach back. Just float them back. Roll all the way down from there. Let the hips drop. Bringing the arms over and down by your side. And then again, scoop with the pelvis. Come on up. Float the arms back. We breathe in. And then we're rolling down from there. Bring the arms over and down by your side. Let's do one more. So again, scooping up, lift. Arms float back. And then rolling down. Great. Okay, let's take a bit of a stretch now. Just reaching one leg up towards the sky, pressing into the heel as the toes draw back towards you. Shoulders are just, again, releasing down. Back of the neck is nice and long. Great, just holding it there. All right. And then just see if the other leg can comfortably come down to the floor. If you find it pulls on your lower back too much, of course, just keep that knee a little bit bent. All right, and then just releasing down, other side now, pressing into the heel. Again, just drawing the toes back towards you. Shoulders nice and relaxed. And just breathe. Okay, and then again, maybe just relaxing that other leg down to the floor. Lovely. One more breath. And then just releasing all the way down. We'll just take a side stretch now. So bending the knees, drop the legs across to one side and let them rest onto the floor. If they don't comfortably reach, then just pop something underneath the legs. Arms just stretched out now, palms facing up towards the ceiling. And then see if you can bring the shoulder blades down onto the mat. So you might need to twist through that mid-back a little bit more to achieve that. Okay, and then just taking your time, you might like to just use your hand to bring the legs back to center. Okay, and then just over now to the other side from there. So again, just reaching out with the arms. Palms facing up, face nice and relaxed. Good. Slow, deep inhale and exhale. Okay, and then just coming back to center, so just bringing again the knees back to the middle, again just maybe using the hand there. Let's bring now the right leg in, hands around the shin, bending the knee, draw the thigh in towards you and then just slightly out to the side. Again, you could have the other leg relaxed down to the floor if you prefer. And then release, other side. So again, just pulling in, let the leg just drop out to the side a little, just so we don't compress the nerves in the hip too much. Many nerves. And then releasing down. Okay, just going to take a little relaxation now. So we'll just, again, just drop the knees in towards one another, feet nice and wide. And then just let the arms rest down. Or you could have the legs straight onto the floor if that's more comfortable for you. Take a cushion under the head, maybe a blanket, etc. Just make yourself nice and comfortable. And then let's bring our full awareness to our breath. So now we're going to change up our breathing. We're going to try breathing in and out through the nose. This is much more calming to the nervous system. So we're breathing in for 3, counting out for 4. So I'll count the first few breaths, and then if you can just continue with that in your head, amazing. So take an inhale now. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. And 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. In, 1, 2, and 3. X, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, and we're just going to keep that going. So just by extending the exhale by about 25% we're doing at the moment, it can have quite a profound effect on how the body recovers from exercise. helps to take down cortisol levels, so eye inflammation. So breathwork can be brilliant after any workout, whether it's 5 minutes or 2 hours. So I'm just going to leave you here for a minute or so, just in silence. And then if you have the opportunity to rest here a little while longer, that would be preferable. Otherwise, we're just going to give the fingers and toes a little bit of a wiggle. And then just taking a stretch into the arms and the legs as well. And then just bending the legs, rolling over onto your side. Or just rest there for a moment. And then pressing into the hands to bring yourself up to sitting. And then we'll just take a nice big inhale, just floating the arms up, and exhale to come down. One more time, breathing in and exhale to come down. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.